thank you. This is beautiful, all you civilised people. More civilised than at my house. I've got 2 kids. Girl, Boris, she's a ripper, right? But I've got a boy. Exhausting. Every day he tires me out. I end up just giving him my phone, say, do what you like, mate. I've got to lie down and recover. Last week, I sent my best mate a smart-ass message for his birthday, then gave my son the phone. 5 minutes later, the chime goes off. He goes, Dad, you've got a message. I said, oh, who's it from, son? He goes, Big Nuts. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And then I compounded the error, didn't I? I said, what did he say? And he said, oh, he said, you can't, Dad. He goes, but he spelt can't wrong. He spelled it with a U. Oh, I panicked. I said, well, as you know, son, Big Nuts is a tradesman. Spelling's not really his forte. Quick as a flash, the young bloke goes, what, bit of a dumb cunt, is he? And I'm 53 now. Fuck, no one gives a fuck about you when you're 53. It's great, you're almost invisible. Middle-aged, family man, no one cares. If I want attention now, I've got to turn up to a barbecue and say something like, I'm not a racist, but... I don't even get to flirt. I'm married a beautiful woman, so I don't care, but I don't get to flirt much anymore. Women pay me very little attention at all now. Actually, the only time women pay me any attention is if I'm walking behind them at night. Sad and true. No, but I'm definitely not a racist anyway. I love it. I miss the backpackers. It's good they're back, isn't it? 2 years, no backpackers. 2 years without any backpackers. For a while there, it almost looked like COVID nearly finished what Ivan Milat started. Get fucked, that's funny, you know. I'm so open-minded, I even like Americans. We got any Americans in? Do you live here now? Yeah, it's safer, isn't it? Yeah. Like Australians, we get a little bit pious and superior around Americans, don't we? Because we are. But you'll be glad to know I've crunched the numbers on our behalf, and Australia and America, similar geographic size. Obviously, America's a little bit bigger, as it has to be, right? The essential difference between our 2 countries, in your own time, the essential difference between our 2 countries is that there's 330 million of them, and there's only 26 million of us. That's 13 times the population. Can you imagine if there was 330 million Australians? Hey? I'd have a fucking gun too. The Gold Coast would have to be open carry. We're mad people here too, though, isn't there? Like, do you reckon they've lowered the bar for mental illness? You think about this, 20 years ago, Jeffrey Dahmer, evaluated by some of the world's best psychiatrists, and they deduced that he was sane as fuck, right? Yet any one of you, me here, we could go to the doctor tomorrow and go, I'm a little bit shy at parties. Even though there's a cure readily available, which most of you are drinking tonight, oh, that's anxiety, you've got a mental illness. No, I'm convinced they've lowered the bar. It's like a participation trophy now. Because back in my day when I was mental, you had to fucking earn it. You did. You really had to earn it. At a bare minimum, you had to be on a first name basis with every pigeon in the town square. Or you had to shuffle around aimlessly like a lunatic, just carrying dozens and dozens of plastic bags. Those poor fuckers can't even do that anymore. It's 15 cents a plastic bag. Imagine being priced out of your mental illness. tell you what isn't a mental illness but should be, conspiracy theorists. Fucking hell, man. I mean, I get a fair bit of online abuse still from anti-vaxxers, right? Well, it's hard to say if it's abuse because spelling's not really their strong point, but I get a fair bit. But I've seen it within my own friendship group. I've seen them unravel, and they haven't stopped at the anti-vaxxer thing. Like, some of them have gone that full sovereign citizen now. I've got one of those mates, and it's happened to him. And like a lot of them, he just smoked too much pot. You know? He did. He just smoked way too much pot. And look, I've got nothing against smoking pot, but when you smoke it like this bloke did, and it's affected him physically, he smokes so much weed now. So much so that he's now developed a possum spotter. Oh, you don't know what that is, right? That's where there's one eye gun barrel straight, and then the other one fucking up out here. Surveying the trees looking for a possum. He's got a possum spotter from smoking weed. Or eyes like a mortgage, one fixed, one variable. Hey, I'm doing a show one night, 12th of May, with Annie, you know, the girl that did The Worm before? Yeah, she's opening for me, and me and her are going to go there and give you, if you guys want a card to come to our show, that'd be really brilliant. Thank you ever so much. You're a credit to your families, each and every one of you. I'm Woody, thank you, good night.